Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. I wanted to just wait for a few more folks to join in on here. Sometimes we get over 100, 200 people on here. So waiting for everybody, and then we'll get started with a really simple acupressure protocol that you can do for this crazy Monday here in the Washington, D.C. area. It's been thunderstorming, so crazy out here. So just waiting for folks to join in and for TikTok to catch up a little bit. Welcome, YouTube. While we're waiting for folks, I request two things. I request that you let me know where in the world you are at. I love knowing where you guys are and connecting with you in that way. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area. This is my hometown. I grew up here. My dad worked at the Pentagon for many, many years. So I love it. Okay, Michigan in the house. I've flown through Michigan. Great. Texas, a lot of Texans. Great barbecue. I drove through Texas when I was driving cross country from the West Coast. So just waiting for a few more folks to come in. Shreveport, is that in Louisiana? Shreveport, Louisiana? So let me know, and then just waiting for it's been stormy weather. I apologize if the internet is catching up. Okay, great. Okay, Shreveport, Louisiana. Louisiana is one of my favorite states. I love the just the culture, the Creole culture. Okay, so Nova Scotia, all right, Canada, never been there, but really beautiful. So wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little minute for other people too. Okay, we have Dr. Amit Chama also here. Okay, Connecticut, drove through there. I lived in Boston for about 3 years. So drove through Connecticut, beautiful country. Okay, then the other thing too, to how long does it take for acupuncture to work? Well, specifically for acupuncture, not acupressure. Acupuncture, I usually told my patients if they didn't see a little bit of improvement by the fourth visit, then it may not be a good candidate or they may need to see someone else. So for acupuncture, not acupressure, I would say 4 treatments. Either they're not a candidate for acupuncture or they need to find someone else. And then one thing, we're almost there. I want everybody to get into a comfortable position. You can do these laying down. You can do these favorite couch, on your bed, in your outside. Just, relax with me on this Monday. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to do 4 sets of acupressure. I'm going to keep time. You follow along with me. All right. So, and we have our favorite person who lost 9 pounds doing acupressure. So really great. So follow along. We're going to start with acupressure. First point we're going to do, let's do this together for 2 minutes. Everybody follow along, and you can do a little bit of pressure. You can do a lot of pressure. You can go slow. You can go fast. You can do whatever you want. You can also use a comb. This feels good too, or you can use your fingertips. Any of our products, go to the second link in the bio, and I vetted them. But just do what is comfortable for you. Very safe point. You can do it on family. You can do it on friends. You can do it after a long day. What does this point do, and how does it relate to anxiety? This point can help with calming the mind and calming the body. This point represents the entire spine. And so as it represents the entire spine, by doing this, it brings blood flow to the spine. And when you bring blood flow to the spine, all your muscle, all the dermatomes can work better. In addition, all your organs can work better. So this is a great point for helping just kind of relax the body because it accesses the spinal system. In addition, and to that, this point right here also accesses the pituitary gland, which balances out various hormones and releases endorphins so you feel better. Really good. Okay, next point we're going to do is we're going to also do a point on the face. The face points are really relaxing, so it's going to help. But before we do that, we're just going to do just a little bit of deep breathing. It's going to make you feel good, and it's going to take the tension away. So let's do 4 breaths. Here we go. One more, everybody. Really good. All right, next acupressure point we're going to do for 2 minutes. Remember, reflexology is the name of the game here. So we have an image here, we have an image here, we have an image here, and we have an image here. We're trying to recirculate the endorphins in the gut to help with distributing so that your happy chemicals are released. Let's go ahead and do this acupressure point. You go from yin tong, famous point, above the eyebrows to the temple where a lot of tension is, along the jawline, on both sides, and then you go right to the eyes. So I want you to do this point with me for the next 2 minutes. Don't worry about time. I will keep it for us, and we will do some other things, and I will also open it up for questions in a little bit. But for now, we're just going to focus on doing acupressure, acupuncture for releasing anxiety. And as you release anxiety, you're going to fall asleep. Now, these points you can do for minimum 20 minutes. I'm keeping track right now, but you can do it much longer. You can go as slow as you want, as fast as you want. So let's go ahead and do this together. I love this point. I feel so refreshed when I do this point. And honestly, after I do these lives, I feel great. So I hope that you guys feel great as well. My goal is that I educate you on how these points make you feel so that you have go-tos. So if you're feeling anxious or stressed or angry or off at work, you can do this, or you can do this for a loved one. It just takes 2 minutes. You can just slip away into your car or your office and do this. Or if your child had a bad day at school, this is a great point that you can do. All of our points are featured here on TikTok, but you can also go to YouTube, and there are free routines that you can do if you're not able to access the live. So check out the YouTube channel. We're doing more and more of that so that you guys can access it at any time. So really, really good. Just another few seconds and we'll move on to another point. So really good. Okay, really good. So let's do 4 breaths. It calms the nervous system and realigns the body. So here we go. Really good. Okay, fantastic. We're going to do another point. It's going to calm and ground the body so that you feel amazing and it takes the stress and tension away. Can't do the hand points if you're pregnant, but where the point is right here. You would go to where the pinky is, find that bony prominence, and then I want you to roll off into a ditch, and that's the point. So let's go ahead and do this point. As long as you're not pregnant, let's do this side for about a minute, and we'll do the other side. Other side. Really good. So everybody follow along. We'll do this, and then I think we'll open it up and ask people what protocols they want to do, and then we will answer questions. But do this along. The goal of my session today is that it's been a rough Monday, and so I want all of you guys to do these points so you release the tension in your body, whether it's panic attacks, anxiety, stress, anger, grief, sadness, whatever emotion. So many emotions we feel, right? So I want you to release that emotion so that you can sleep well tonight. And then we can also do some things that can be a little bit as far as therapeutic benefit. And again, everything I recommend, you want you to do it along with the recommendations of your doctor. Every point, minimum of 2 minutes. You can do it longer. So really, really good. Yes, Brienne, you can do the YouTube live tomorrow if you want. You totally can. We've got a bunch of free routines that you can do on YouTube. You can do it at any time. If you forget the points or whatnot, you'll be like, oh, this is what it is. So really good. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is an acupressure point for anxiety. This is Triple Warmer 3, TW3. You can Google it. This point works for anxiety and sleep and stress and all that good stuff, any emotion, because it balances out hormone. Triple Warmer 3 is a good point that I use in clinic for balancing out hormone. So we're just going to do this for another minute, and then we're going to do one more point, and then I'll open it up for protocols, what people want, and we'll open it up for questions thereafter. So hang with me. There you go. How simple is that? And I do some deep breathing so that it breaks up the tension of the body, and that you also, the nitric oxide gets, gets created, and that circulates the blood flow, and then you'll feel better. So 4 breaths, everybody. Follow along with me. Here we go. Really good. I'm starting to feel really good. All right, next point we're going to do may seem a little silly, but it's totally grounding and can really ground you if you're feeling stressed out, anxious, or sad. And what is it? It's do 20. Do 20 actually works because it mirror images the bottom, so it connects through the spinal cord and it can ground you for the whole body. Remember, when you do the spinal cord, it gets to every muscle, every organ through the dermatomes. So really good. Do 20 is just right at the vertex of the head, but I like to usually cover the area. I do things in zones, so I want you guys to do this point and go as slow or as fast. I want you to do it for at least 2 minutes. Do it as much as 20 minutes. And actually, if you do this point with the fingernails like this, feels really, really good. People love that. So let's go ahead and do this point. Really good. And you can do this too. We'll start introducing yoga. I started introducing deep breathing. Tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead maybe and start also doing some affirmations. That's what I did when I taught classes for these acupressure tips. So if you're just joining us, welcome. We're just wrapping up with a 4-step protocol for acupressure for anxiety and stress to help you with your Monday so that you can sleep well. So we're doing DU20, DU20. You can access it on Google. We're also coming out with a book with these protocols, but for now, follow along with me either on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. And we're doing our best to release more and more of these protocols on YouTube so that you can access them anytime. I want the very best for you. My purpose is to share my knowledge so that you guys have things that you can do, takeaways that you can do when you are struggling. And of course, work with your doctor. These aren't to replace medical care by any means. All right, fantastic. So really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and ask you guys, do you want to do, I'm going to give you a couple of choices, so you let me know. Do you want to do weight loss, or you want to do sleep, or you want to do men's health, or you have something else, constipation, which is popular. It's one of my most popular YouTube videos. So I'm going to open it up in the chat. You guys let me know what your preference is, and I'm going to design a 4-point protocol. Wow, okay, I see where this is going. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So many people overwhelmingly want sleep. Okay, so we're going to do a 4-point protocol to help you to sleep, and this is what I request. We're going to do it now, and then after we do it, I'm going to try to keep the questions short so that you guys can get to sleep. All right, really, really good. And we're going to also do some deep breathing because the deep breathing relaxes the whole body. Okay, then first point that we're going to do, it's simple, but it's really effective, is we're going to just do yin tong. So it's where the bindi goes. I'm Indian, so I'm allowed to say that. So here we go. So it's right here between the eyebrows. Go ahead and massage this. I can massage this forever. I feel so good. So let's do this. I'm keeping track. Don't worry about time. I'm managing time. So we're going to do this for another 90 seconds. And then afterwards, we're going to sleep. Not sleep, we're going, see, I'm already getting really fatigued because when I do these points, I get tired too and I'm ready to go to sleep. This is a great point to do while you are just laying in bed. Instead of worrying about things, just do this point. This can help you with so much. So I I want you to go ahead and do this point. Children love this point. Babies love this point. Your partner will love this point. This is a great, simple point to do. And you can do this point anytime, in the morning, in the evening. If you get out of the meeting, you're like, that was terrible. This is a great point to do. So I want you to consider doing this point all the time. Super safe, can help you balance out emotions and it can calm you. So when you're calm, you just kind of drift away into sleep. That's what this point is all about. See how easy that was? That's 2 minutes. All right, everybody, do 4 breaths. The 4 breaths relaxes the body. When you're relaxed, you can easily fall asleep instead of being tense. So let's do some deep breathing. Let's follow along with me. 4 breaths. Here we go. Thank you. You guys give the best compliments. Here we go, Sergio. Good evening, beautiful lady. Gorgeous eyes. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next point we're going to do also for sleep. It is actually going to help you lower blood pressure. So it's the rim of the ear. So let's go ahead and massage the rim of the ear. And let's do this together for the next 2 minutes. I'm going to put my hair up so you guys can see the point. So give me 1 second. My fancy headband. I just need to put my hair up for you all. So hang tight. So it is the rim of the ear. What you're going to do, I'm going to show on TikTok, is you're going to go from where the ear attaches all the way along the rim to where the earlobe is. So where the ear attaches all the way to the rim of the ear for where the earlobe is. And I'm going to do it bilaterally. I do all my points bilaterally. So let's go ahead and do this together. So again, you're massaging the rim of the ear. Everybody loves this point, especially babies and children. So we're going to do this great sleep point because it lowers blood pressure, calms people down. So we're going to do it for the next 2 minutes. Here we go. Really, really good. Thank you for, you like my jewelry. I appreciate it. Every piece of jewelry I have today, let me think, has been a gift. That's why I wear it. So really, really good. I think of my family. So really good. If you're just joining us, we are on 2 of a 4-step protocol for sleep. And I want you guys to follow along with me. And then afterwards, I want you to shut off TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube and go to sleep. These points are safe. You can do them. How you use these points is that if you are suffering in 4 ways, this is insomnia, how I see it in the clinic. It is you have difficulty falling asleep, you have difficulty staying asleep, you wake up early, or you wake up not rested, then this is a great set of points to do. The other thing is you can do some deep breathing. What I don't want you to do is get up, use the phone, get your cup of tea. No, just lay in bed and do these points and say to yourself, let me get the rest I need tonight, so I may need to handle what I need to handle tomorrow. Let me get the rest I need tonight so that I can handle what I need to handle tomorrow. Let me get the rest I need tonight so I may handle what I need to handle tomorrow. So do consider saying these points and doing that affirmation. All right, just another 30 seconds. If you're just joining us, we are massaging the rim of the ear. So I think all of you on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube can see. We're just going to do it for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to follow along to 2 more points. Okay, really, really good. Okay, we're going to do 2 more points for sleep that we can do. Okay, fantastic. I'm already getting kind of sleepy. All right, next point we're going to do is on the ear. It is ear shen men. This point feels so good. I do this point in the morning. It really relaxes me to start my day. And I do this point at night so that I'm relaxed to fall asleep. This point, I had bouts of insomnia long ago. No longer. I do these points. So this is a great point. So how you do this point is you can actually get ear seats. You can hit the second link in the bio. You can pop this on, put this in the point, and then you go to sleep. And then you can take it off if you don't want to wear it during the day, or you can just wear it. It does work throughout the day, and you can let it fall off naturally. But how you find this point is simply take your eraser and do this. I'm going to show on TikTok. I'm going to show on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and show on Instagram. And so what I want you to do is just simply massage like this. And we're going to do this for a minute, and then we're going to do the other side. I'm a big fan of doing points bilaterally, which means both sides, because then it relaxes the whole body. This is a great point, probably the most famous or second famous acupressure point. So I want you guys to follow along with me. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are doing a 4-point protocol to help with sleep. We already did 2 points. This is the 3rd point. And then after this point, we are going to do a little deep breathing, and we're going to do probably one of the most effective points for sleep. You're going to be yawning away. You're going to want to fall asleep. These are things that I'm teaching you so that you guys have tools in your tool belt. And again, I'm doing my best to load up YouTube on all these protocols so that you can access them anytime. Be like, what did my acupressurist friend say? So yes, I actually had that area pierced too, but the piercing closed, so I don't no longer have it. But thanks for sharing, Kristen. Really good. Okay, see, I'm chatting away. We can go ahead and switch. So you need to do these points minimum of 2 minutes, but you can absolutely do them longer. You can do minimum of 2 minutes, but absolutely you can do them longer. Really, really good. Let's go ahead and do this for another 30 seconds, and then we can also massage one of the most famous points for sleep. And then you all are going to get a good night's rest, and you're going to be like getting up tomorrow morning and you're going to say, that Anita, my acupuncturist on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, she taught me well, and I'm going to have a very proud mama moment. So really, really good. Really good. Okay. Next point, Brianne called it. It is the mastoid process. So this is the mastoid process. This is the mandible, which is the jaw. And right next to the jaw on the inferior medial edge of the skull is called the mastoid process. When you rub this point, that is the most famous sleep point in acupressure. It's called an mien. So what we're going to do, you can do it in 2 ways. You can actually find behind the ear, you can find the tender spot on the skull, and you can massage that. Or you can just take your hand and cuff behind the ear and massage it. But I do want you to do this bilaterally, and this is very powerful. When we did this in clinic, my gosh, the patients fell asleep right away. And even I will start to get a little drowsy and start stumbling in my words because I'll be ready for bed in front of these ring lights for you all. But it's my pleasure. So I want you to do this point. It's super safe. You can do it on children. Great point to do if you have difficulty falling asleep, if you get up in the middle of the night, you get up too early, or you wake up and you don't feel rested. So really good point that you can do. So I want you to do this point for another minute with me. See how fast that time goes. So you guys do this point till you fall asleep, or do this point till you do this point for 20 minutes. You can do this point forever. Great point to do on someone who needs that. Really good. So just give me 1 second. Let me get some sip of water. All right, really good. Let's go ahead and do this point for just a little longer. Really, really good. And then hang with me after we finish this point. I'll open it up for questions. And again, you can find a lot of these profiles and protocols on YouTube. You can access them anytime. And we're going to do our very best to publish more and more so you guys have it. So really, really, really good stuff. Really good. So if you're just joining us, again, it's the inferior edge of the skull, the inferior medial edge of the skull. So let's do this together. All right, you guys, let me open it up for questions. So let me tell you about the questions. So we're on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And so go ahead and put your questions in the chat. We have this thing on TikTok where it's called a subscription. It's the yellow star on the lower left-hand corner. And if you are a subscriber, I give you priority as far as answering questions because sometimes we get lots of questions. So go ahead and put your questions, and I'm giving priority to subscribers. and I'll do my best to answer everybody's questions, but priority goes to subscribers. So go ahead and ask your questions, and the yellow star and all my social media money goes to running the free clinic. So whether you binge away on YouTube or you have questions on here, then or you and you do the subscription, I get half of that, which I help to run the free clinic in 2024 in India and the US. So binge away, everybody. Let's see, we have constipation, and we have, so Birdie, so let's see, we have a couple of subscribers here asking really good questions. So what is the, let's see, constipation, low back pain, as well as hypothyroidism. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's start with some of these questions, and then we can go for it. Really quick, viral point for constipation that you can do as long as you're not pregnant is basically large intestine 4. You can Google it if you want, large intestine 4, LI4, acupressure point, and you basically, you can also basically go ahead and do it this way. As long as you're not pregnant, this is a great constipation point. And this went viral, got me on Dr. Oz, BuzzFeed, and so forth. So really good. Okay, low back pain. Can you let me know, let's see, Birdie, can you let me know if where the back pain is? Is it in the hip? Is it in the coccyx? Where is it? Can you please let me know? So if you can let me know, that'd be great. And then I'm going to take Chica's question and then come back. For hypothyroidism, the best thing, there is an acupressure protocol you can do. You can go to the acupuncturist in town. He or she can help you. So I would say go that route. You can also work with your doctor on a diet. I know seaweed can help with hypothyroidism, so that's that. But there is 2 points that can really help with hypothyroidism. Actually, 3 points that you can, actually 4 points. So let me give you the 4 points, Chica. 1 point is yin tong because it balances out hormones, including thyroid. And then the other point is, remember, we have, let's see, we have kidney, liver, and endocrine. Again, kidney, liver, and endocrine. So you can massage this like this. So kidney, liver, and endocrine. You can simply massage like this, and that will balance out the hormones, including thyroid. And then also triple warmer 3, as long as you're not pregnant, it's between the 2 metacarpals right here, as well as spleen 4. So again, if you're struggling with hypothyroidism, a couple things you can do. So your doctor about a diet, there's certain foods that can help, like seaweed. And then also and you can do an acupuncturist. There's a specific needle protocol that I would do. There's 4 points, yin tong, and then you can do the inner circle of the ear on both sides. You can also do triple warmer 3 on both sides, and then in addition to that, spleen 4. Remember, you can't do the hand and foot points if you are pregnant. Okay, let's see what Birdie said. Lumbar, okay. Okay, awesome. Yes, Chica, I did say you can do acupuncture as well. Okay, fantastic. So Birdie is having lumbar pain, and so, or she wants, so what does lumbar pain mean? Let's get the little model out. Lumbar pain just basically means, so you have 4 lumbar, so you have L5, L4, L3, L2, and L1. So you're having pain right here. So there are pretty much 3 points you can do for lumbar pain. Remember, hand and foot points you can't do if you're pregnant. So what you can do is you can do the spine. Remember, this represents the spine, and there are images saying that this area represents the spine. There are images saying that this area represents the spine. So you can do the spine right here. You can also do large intestine 4 as long as you're not pregnant. Large intestine 4 is represented in this way. So you can do large intestine 4 like this, and it represents the spine. You can do it like this, same as the constipation point, different image, so different purpose. So you can't do the hand points if you're pregnant, and you can also do this point, which is really helpful because it not only gets spinal pain, but it can also get the hip and the coccyx and sacrum as well. So birdie, if you're having lumbar pain again, you can do this for 20 minutes. You can, as long as you're not pregnant, do large intestine 4 like this. You can also do small intestine 3, 4, and 5 like this. Each point minimum of 2 minutes. You can do up to 20 minutes. You can also use BioFreeze on the low back as you're doing the acupressure, or you can also do an ice pack there to help. And then a couple of the folks asked about cravings. So let's do this protocol together for cravings. And so what is a great protocol for cravings? This will help with cravings. So 3-point protocol to help you with cravings is you can do your Shenmen, just do it on the pencil. And then you can also do the inner ear like this, pretty much the inner ear on both sides. Again, everything is bilateral. You can do it right here. And then another point for cravings is basically you take the finger and you cuff, and you can do both sides. We're getting to actually what this point does is it basically is the hunger point where the ear attaches to the face, and then we're getting on mien. So instead of eating, you won't feel like you need to eat, and instead you'll feel sleepy, so you go to sleep instead of eating that pizza or something. So again, 3-point protocol for cravings, and we'll try to release this on YouTube, is basically ear Shenmen. In addition to ear Shenmen, the inner ear. In addition to that, take the finger, cuff it, and massage it, and then do that on both sides. Okay, so again, opening up for questions. And again, you guys, my goal is to serve all of you, answer questions, give you tools that you can do in addition to working with your doctor. So do work with your doctor, find yourself a good acupuncturist in your hometown. Everything that I make on social media, I use for the free clinics. And then in addition to that, subscribe and binge away on YouTube. I'm monetized on YouTube, so I make money, so binge away. And then also, if you hit that subscription on TikTok, I get half the money, which helps me to run the free clinics in 2024, which you all are going to come and join and help out with. It's really, really good. So let me go through questions again. Subscribers, so you get top priority. Let's go through. All right. Actually, let's do this. Let me see the new messages. Otherwise, let's help Birdie out and let's do a really good protocol for spinal pain. Let's do it together. Okay, awesome. Let's do this, everybody. We have about 10 minutes. Let's help Birdie out. We're going to do a 3-point protocol for spine and back pain. So let's do it together, and then we'll do a sleep point, and I'll be back here tomorrow night. Don't worry about that. And check out my YouTube if you miss me. So let's do this. First point we're going to do is Birdie. I hope you're still here. Let's go ahead and do the spinal on the face. Let's do this for, just in the interest of time, we're going to do it for about 90 seconds. Follow along with me. If you're just joining us, acupressure acupuncture is based on holographic imaging, and so this middle of the face represents the spine. So if you're having neck pain, if you're having spinal pain, if you're having lumbar pain, this is a great point because from the spine, the spinal nerves go to the dermatome, which innervate the different muscles and groups and bones. So this helps with that, and it can help you to relax the tissue and to increase blood flow, and so there's not a stiffness which is causing pain. So if you're struggling with any type of back pain, this is a simple, nice point to do. It's on the face, and it'll relax you in addition to helping you with the back. All right, next point we're going to do, can't do these two next points if you're pregnant. So this represents the spine as well. This represents the cervicals, the thoracic, and the lumbar. So this you can't do if you're pregnant because this area represents the uterus, so no points if you are pregnant. So I want you to do this point if you're, as long as you're not pregnant and you're struggling with back pain. And I do it like this, I cuff it together. So let's do this together for the next minute, and then we're going to do one more point, and I got a little trick I'm going to show you that helps me. So let's do this. If you're just joining in, we are doing a 3-point protocol to help with back pain, to help one of our subscribers out. So let's go ahead and do this point, and we're going to do this point for just another 30 seconds, and then we're going to do one more point and a little trick that I want to show you to help with back pain, and then we're gonna take care of you guys for sleep. And I'm getting really sleepy doing all this. All good, really good. Really good. Why don't we do just a little bit of deep breathing while we do this? Everybody, 4 breaths. Here we go. Really, really good. Okay, next point that we're going to do is on the side of the pinky side, on both sides. This area also represents the spine. Again, this would be the neck, cervicals, thoracic, and lumbar. And again, no hand points if you're pregnant. So let's go ahead and do this together. And let's also do another set of 4 breaths. Here we go. Really good. If you're just joining us, we're doing a 3-point protocol to help with back pain. We just did 2 points. We're wrapping up with a 3rd point, minimum of 2 minutes with all the points. We're going to do our best to do this point for just another 30 seconds. So really, really, really good that you can do. Okay, wonderful. Remember, no hand points if you're pregnant. All right, you guys, 4 breaths. So let's do the 4 breaths together. Here we go. All right, everybody, I want you to wiggle your back, wiggle your lower lumbar. Chica, this one's for you. Let's wiggle it. I didn't have back pain today, but I did have neck pain and my neck cracked after I did that. So again, if you're struggling with back pain, I want you to do this point for a couple of minutes, as long as you're not pregnant, this point, and then take some deep breaths and wiggle your back. Put BioFreeze on your back while you do it, and that will help. Or you can go to our aches and pains. We have a bunch of oils and things that I have recommended. So you can also find the BioFreeze and find some of the pads and so forth on the aches and pains link in our bio. So look out for that. All right, you guys, let's get you off to bed. 2 points for sleep. Everybody put their phones down. Let's do these 2 points and let you be on your way. First point we're going to do is Yin Tong. Let's do this point for just another minute. And what I want you to say to yourself as you're doing this point to fall asleep is, let me get the rest I need so I may handle whatever I need to handle tomorrow. Let me get the rest I need so that I may handle whatever I need to handle tomorrow. Let me get the rest I need to handle whatever I may need to handle tomorrow. So this is a really good point to do when you're feeling anxious, stressed, angry, upset, safe on children, and so forth. And then this is a great point to do if you're trying to fall asleep, if you wake up in the middle of the night or you wake up too early or any of that. So really, really good point to do. So really good thing that you can do. And next point we're going to do, wow, I'm really getting sleepy. So is on Mien. It's on the inferior medial edge of the scalp. See, I'm getting really drowsy. We're going to do this point. There's 2 ways to do this point. You can just rub like this, or you can find the tender spot right behind the jaw and massage it. So I usually like to just cover the area. So I go like this. Or you can actually put your fingertips right below on the scalp and find the tender spot, and that's the spot. So do check it out. So really good, great point to do if you're trying to fall asleep. Great point to do if you're trying to calm someone. Great point to do if you're grief. It's a great point for sleep. You can do this point while you're trying to fall asleep. If you get up in the middle of the night, if you get up too early, if you are also waking up not rested, do this point before you fall asleep again. Really therapeutic point that is internationally known for sleep and is recommended too. Again, I'm here Sunday through Thursday. I'm going to do my best to do more live times. We're trying to come up with new content. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. On YouTube, I'm trying to do a bunch of self-care videos so that you can have this access to whatever you need whenever you need it. And binge away on YouTube, and also consider becoming a subscriber. My goal is to serve you. I take all this social media money and I put towards free clinics for 2024, which you'll all come out and see and check out. I love you all so much. Have a great week, and I'll be back here tomorrow night. Love you all. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, Birdie. Thank you. Thank you, Birdie. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. Check us out on YouTube. Thank you.